So, shall we jump then, or unless
Yeah.
there's other things we have to worry about?
We're good
No,
to go.
that's the
We
only
got
thing.
ships to go.
Oh, speaking of which, something occurred to me. The place is called Solus and Carmine. Is it a blood sport world primarily, or is it just a badly named place?
It's just a badly played name place.
Okay.
Unless I'm reading that wrong, isn't that like uh, Red Pleasure?
Pretty
Solace?
much.
Yep, that's the pleasure
Yep.
world.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So the title is.
It's original naming at its finest.
Yeah.
I just love that it's one system over from a war world.
Oh yeah, it's where they send the really high ups for R&R.
Yeah, man. It's like shore leave and all
Yeah,
that.
it's got a death world on one side, feral worlds below it, and a war world above it, and
Sounds like
Prime
a perfect
real
place for a
estate.
holiday.
yeah, really.
Prime real estate, man.
Prime.
Well,
Eh.
if you're rich enough to be able to go on holiday to a different planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be about a 7-day jump to Solus and Carmine. So let's see how your Navigator does this time. Trying to find the Astronomicon.
You suck!
Oh my god.
They are really underfeeding the Emperor, aren't they?
Yeah, he's passed the ball. He's not used to
Did
this.
they only feed him 500 today?
Right, so that's a 30. Wait, you target 40. So that's 4
Wait,
degrees.
wait. Following the events of our first navigational attempt, let's say that I am feeding, shall we say, how do I put this? Rogue trader knowledge to our navigator. That's a +10.
Yep, okay, that's only 3 degrees of failure.
There we go. At least I
Intimidate
caught
the
it. At least I
navigator into
caught it
being
this time.
competent. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm offering him friendly direction, air quotes.
Okay, so,
Friendly directions to the airlock. God damn it.
You can get us to the pleasure planet, or we can get you into space without a void suit. It's one of the two, mate.
Yeah.
okay, so he's charting the course, which is a +10.
And of course, I keep, I'm pretty much next to his little tank or whatever they navigators.
Yeah. So
Sure.
that is a single success.
There we
So
go.
he manages to get through that.
Yay.
So now it's his -4 to his actually no, it's only -3. -30, sorry, to his attempt to steer the vessel through the warp.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That actually should be enough. With the.
I
with
like
the
how
count-
we completely fuck up the first 2 rolls every time, and then we scrape by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, it means we will get to where we want to be, but we will never be there on time.
No, I think that's 1 degree of failure.
What?
No.
Oh, balls.
Well, it's -3, so that's
It is still counting. It is still counting my +10%.
Oh yeah, it would have
Yep.
to be under 20, wouldn't it?
yeah.
I am setting up. I am setting up a chair next to the fish tank, and I am just
Wait.
Sitting-
They just have like a beanbag.
just
So-
sitting there with like snacks and just tapping on the glass every now and then. You all right in there, buddy?
Can I
That'll take you 14
intimidate the
days.
navigator to being competent? Please.
He'll probably just warp by you, so that's not a great idea.
I mean, I know we're not supposed to tap on the fish tank, but
There are killer whales, there are white whales, now it turns out there are grey whales too.
Okay. So,
How badly are we behind schedule / in the middle of a warp fart or something?
it takes you 14 days rather than 7.
to be fair, I would
Okay,
assume.
that could be worse.
Yeah, I
Well,
would
that
assume that.
translates to, instead of being about 2 months, it's about, well, it's 168 days by my calculation. You're in the warp
Oh,
in
God.
real time. 14 days your time, 168 days real time.
Well, to be fair, I would assume that Imperial travel and scheduling accounts for most of these things.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you get plus 30 to this next. You now get 2 warp encounters, to which you get plus 30. Plus 20 because your navigator passed the navigate charting the course roll,
Mhm.
and then plus 10 for your warp bane hull. So,
All right,
Man.
so what do we gotta actually get?
apparently it doesn't work because I've got some junk written in here. What is that? Not rolling. There we go.
Okay, that was good, I would assume.
No, you want higher on this one.
Oh, I want high on this one.
So that's 60. Warp storm.
Oh,
A terrible
boy.
warp storm strikes the vessel and may cause damage or throw it off course. Only the skills of the navigator may disguise the
Oh,
With-
God.
Nice knowing you all.
Let's have a quick navigator check, shall we?
This is like the London Underground from hell.
Yep.
You're not going to even make it to your target area, are you?
No.
We're gonna end up at Zane, aren't we?
Exactly. It's like we left Piccadilly and somehow ended up at Mars. It's just. Oh, merde.
Okay, I'm going to say you get battered a bit and take a d5 of damage.
Alright, who wants to make that roll?
I will.
Make it. Reroll a 6.
All right, 1d10 plus divided by 2. All right. Fuck.
Yeah, you get slammed.
You've been hitting the machine spirits again, haven't you? What is the self-repair routine?
All right, I'm gonna be spending the rest of the trip in the enginarium.
Fix it, fix it,
Yep.
fix it, fix it, fix it.
Why can't I find my list?
Pretty much.
What's
Man.
better is, that's only our first encounter.
Yes.
Warp moment.
It's not even an encounter.
Yeah,
The
sorry.
universe just reaches out and punches us in the groin.
Okay. So the Omnissiah's shield kind of groans a bit in the storm, and over the next few days, 40, 50, 60, 70, you just get whispers and dreams.
Okay.
Thank-
Yeah, basically members of the crew, keep seeing these apparitions saying, "The Navigator will kill you all."
That's not apparitions, that's me.
Okay, so you finally
Well,
translate out of the warp back into reality. You're about
Well,
2 months late
so-
and damaged.
Oh, tell me the cargo's not died in the meantime.
No, that's fine. That's only they would have had the same warp storms that passed through. So I'm going to say they only arrived a day or two ahead of you, and they kind of hung around the edge of the system.
All right.
Okay, so
So-
you're in system.
All right. Let's take them in, I guess.
Okay, so as per the terms of this, do we have to, not physically, do we have to observe the handover, or is getting us to the system safely? Slightly delayed, admittedly, but is that the job?
Well, we're
complete?
also providing ground protection, aren't we, once we get there?
Oh, are we? Oh, and I guess I solved that, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to get them in system.
Oh, in which case, yeah, of course we're going to follow them then.
Let me resize my goddamn tokens, you stupid thing.
Tech competence.
Either that, I'm just going to start making the maps about 400 times bigger.
Wait, the GM needs to make a tech use check.
It'll
Oh,
let me
there we
make
go.
It'll make them bigger. Allow me to make the ones bigger, but I'm not entirely sure what to do with this at the moment.
There we go.
I'm just going to make that smaller, I think, for next time.
Huh.
For now, I'll just use an A. I'll just use letters for now, and I'll resize all those tokens to something a bit more usable.
Alright.
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay, so if I set myself a grid up on here, and I'll put the freighters in as letters. My stupid tokens aren't in alphabetical order, are they?
Captain, we're still suffering warp storm hallucinations. There's lines appearing in the space everywhere.
Okay, so in the top corner is Solace and Carmine, and in between there is, an asteroid belt, which is very pretty. Of course.
Of course, it's a pleasure world. It's probably had
Pleasure.
bloody gold dust sprinkled on it.
Oh yeah, it's quite diamondy.
Gold it.
Yep. So,
Apparently, one of those ships is spinning in place.
Are we doing this again?
no, you're not, because I've just locked the bloody tokens again.
Probably a wise choice.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't have tokens on mine.
You don't? They're in the
Might have to
bottom
zoom
right
out.
hand corner.
Oh, there they are. My bad. I needed to zoom out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the planet's the circle on
In
the top
corner.
left.
Yep.
The asteroids are the band in the middle. We are the I, and the two trade vessels are the two A's.
Roger, roger.
I'm using those because it's easier to figure out which direction you're pointing.
That makes sense.
Actually, I might just replace you with a V.
That makes even more sense.
Yes.
That's better.
There we go.
Yeah.
We know direction you're pointing now.
Alright. Both of ours are dorsal, so we can shoot any way that we need to, so...
Yeah, except directly behind us, I think. But yeah, everywhere we need to, certainly.
Well, we don't even need to get close to hit and run, so...
And the Sunseer does have a range of 9, so
Exactly.
Didn't
So-
we have to remove the Sunseer because it can't
No,
fit
it
on
was-
a dorsal mount?
it was the other thing. We had a lance.
That was a lance that we had to remove.
Oh, okay.
Replaced
yeah.
it with a Sunseer that
And
had the
I-
same things.
Yeah, I
Okay.
suggested the Sunseer just because it had the same costs and power usage and so on. So
Alright.
And we've still got the Thunderstrike, I think. So yeah, we still got more than enough dorsal guns.
Oh yeah, you've got
There is never enough.
you've got 7 strength of dorsal
Are you an
guns.
orc? Are you big?
I don't have
green,
to be an
Scottish, and
orc to
smelly?
like big guns.
You don't get to use that line though.
Wait,
I didn't
did
say
you
more DACA, I said
Scottish
more
smelling?
guns.
Oh yeah, fair point. Stand corrected. Also, yes, I did.
Okay.
Nobody likes the Scots in England.
well, to be fair, living here, I can tell you the feeling is mutual.
Nobody in Scotland likes the Scots either.
That too, actually.
Well, no, they like their own little clan, but apart from that, you tend to move outside the city, and it gets a bit nasty.
It was
Yeah,
great.
they like their own locals.
We went to see I think it was a few months ago. It was Chelsea versus like Germany or something, and everywhere in pubs there were signs up that said we are all Germans today.
Yeah, we get that with the Welsh as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
the
is
Scots do
horrible.
it properly. The Welsh
But-
just whine.
I tell you what's great is being in a Welsh national pub when England are annihilating Wales, something like 40-0. And I did one
Nice.
year when I was at university. The only reason I'm still alive is because the English quarter of this Welsh nationalist pub made up about 60% of the body mass, because it's the combined rugby and American football teams.
Nice.
Ooh.
I'm 6'2", and I was one of the smaller people in the room. Yeah,
Yeah, you'll have survived.
I will say that going to these kind of pubs to watching football does add that extra element of danger that it's just missing from the game.
yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
it's
there's
like
no
you're almost
diving.
there.
Yeah, there's no diving in pubs. You've got to do it properly. You have to break. Besides, you can't fake a nosebleed when you're in a pub. You have to do it with a bottle or a stool.
Or
No, I
Barca.
don't have personal experience of doing that. Why do you ask? Anyway, sorry, we've gone off at a derail.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
What were we
fine.
doing
Eh.
again?
You've just
So,
arrived in the system,
Oh yes,
Yeah.
and I've given you a map, which could or could not be a bad sign.
almost
So-
a certainly bad one.
I was gonna go ahead and ask, how much of a standard practice is it to pulse your auspexes when you exit warp? Just on a general wide band. Let's look at what's around us, sort of.
Well,
That
do
would
do
be,
Auspex
likely.
run on sonar passive active, or do they just are they?
I'm just using the word pulse. I don't know what I don't know how they work.
I think they
The
kind
thing
of,
is,
yeah,
sorry,
I think they do have an active setting, but
Okay.
So we could certainly have it
The
running
normal
fast.
setting is mostly just looking for dust or whatever that's in the way.
yeah.
So an active would be like a search versus an unactive being just general awareness.
Active
Yeah.
augury is a challenging, which is +0, scrutiny plus detection test, The scan of the area surrounding the ship. The scan is successful. GM should reveal basic and important information about celestial bodies, phenomena, and ships within 20 VUs of the vessel.
Right.
If
We're
the vessel is
making.
in silent running with scan
Yeah.
rays, it's immediately detective.
We
How many
should
views
probably.
of- yeah, from the planet.
We probably ought to drop an active scan just in case the pirates have
Yeah.
actually managed to something.
I was going to say that would be a very sort of smart thing on our part to just do an active scan whenever we exit.
Yeah.
Uh,
To be fair, if there are pirates in system, they're probably in the belt.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
But we want to know whether they're in the top part or the bottom part.
And
So
also, if they're
shall-
hiding in the belt and the asteroid's made of diamonds, we'll just look for their reflections. Because that
And if they're made out of
Oh.
diamonds, then we're putting them on board.
Oh, yeah. No, we're mounting them on our hull as sort of unnecessary bling.
Well, that's tiny.
Oh, I'm just kind of rearranging. Ooh, that's probably a bit too small, actually.
oh.
Just a little.
So does anyone have detection, or was that a trust skill?
Detection is part of the ship.
Oh, detection is part of
You
the
want
ship,
the
right?
scrutiny skill.
Scrutiny.
I do
well,
not have scrutiny.
Scrutiny was definitely trust. So
Anybody else got it?
I have, let's see, my skills are literacy, survival, tech use, and...
I have scrutiny of 41, but
oh, that's better than what we would have if it was one of the crew members running the scan.
Yeah, it's a lot better than 19.
Mine would
So-
be 17.
So if we're gonna do this, let's say that I join our officer here, help him scan for this. Add another +10 to the roll.
Can I intimidate you to work harder?
I have a bolt pistol. I will use it.
I have a bolt gun.
So?
You've got one hand busy working the consoles. I've got two hands free.
Yeah. Probably can't bring it on the bridge anyway.
I'm the arch militant. It would be a disgrace if I didn't have it with me at all times.
Hey, I want the heavily armed individual, in our crew to have their weapons on them at all time. I mean, this is, 40K. I'd like them to be carrying around the best weapons they could at all times.
Absolutely. I'm not being
I
serious,
really
by the
need to
way.
get a better
So
axe.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I am rolling.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
You're the only one of us who's got
Did you
scrutiny, so...
succeed? 50.
Is that? Oh yeah, because the 10 counts as a 0 unit, so yeah, it's 50.
That's one success, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. With the +10 that I give.
1,050. Oh dear.
Yeah, with the +10. Yeah.
So, yep, you do actually ping a vessel.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, what does it look like?
At this range, you can't really tell because you only got one success, but it's relatively large, roughly the same size as yours, and kind of it was in silent mode in the asteroid belt up there.
Oh boy. Ah. So it's the side that's not flat is facing us?
Yeah, the pointy end's pointing towards
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that actually again makes sense.
Yeah.
I say I will have proper tokens. I do actually have lots of ship tokens. Apparently, I've just made them about 4,000 times too big.
Man, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, it'd be larger than the planet.
Just to go back to something there, you said that it was in silent mode. Has it now gone active now that we've hit it with a Auspex scan?
As you kind of look at it, it just kind of begin to power its engines up.
Okay, do we let's hail
Suspicious as fuck.
suspicious as fuck, but let's go through the motions, open a hailing channel, I would assume.
Since I'm presumably the pilot because of my skills, I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and get us out on the right side of the far trader ship, so we're in between them and the and jackasses, whoever these are.
So I'll say you want something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and the
That works.
trader ships coming out of the asteroid field. So the hail comes up. 1 second, if I can find my right tag.
Our DM, folks.
Better than some I've played.
There we go. Where's that gone?
To be fair, I would assume that once we really get going, we'll probably be left in the dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we actually probably
if
get
the
going.
LPs, yes, if the LPs on the forum that Gray's run are any indication.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Almost certainly.
He's just warming up. He's just warming up.
Yeah, I'm new to this system, so that's the whole problem. So yeah, he's the screen comes up and there's a fairly large looking guy in a flamboyant suit. He's got a big beard and some sort of weird cybernetic creature sitting on his shoulder.
For love of.
Well, sometimes I don't know, man. Sometimes they try to hide it. Other times it's just too easy. So
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just gotta be honest about these things.
Scurvy dogs.
Oh, jeez.
Prepare to be boarded? Really?
You scurvy dogs. All right.
Actually, wait. That first line. I would assume in that first line of "prepare to be boarded," we're all laughing our asses off right there.
Almost certainly, yeah.
Oh, right there.
Try us,
We're up to this
Try.
battery.
No, we don't even have to say anything. We're just like we're laughing and we're like close hailing channel. Tell the captains of the traders to just keep going. We're gonna have some fun,
Oh, we are, I think.
Mr.
This is going to be fun.
Mr. Tech Priest. I believe we have some stuff to move from the cryo units to the teleportarium.
Oh yes.
So you're not even going to try and talk to this guy.
He just
No,
said,
he just did the
said,
prepare to be boarded thing.
We were looking-
Prepared
we were
to be
looking for-
boarded.
We were looking for an excuse, and you gave us the best excuse you possibly could. Like,
Yeah.
What's he going to say? Ring you up and say, "Hi, don't shoot me. I'm friendly, honest. I'm just hiding out here."
Yeah, he could pretend to be a mining ship or something, but no, he's just going to be like, "Yep, I've got a goddamn cyber parrot on my shoulder, and I'm going to use fucking Pirates of the Caribbean language. I'm totally not able to try to steal your loot, Miss
What-
Scurvy Dog friend."
What if it's a cyber squid or something? I mean, it was just he just said cyber creature. It might not
Oh,
be
yeah.
a parrot.
okay,
But if it's a
I
cyber
was-
squid,
I
then he's
It was very like, it's fine.
Okay, we're getting off topic here.
Yeah.
I will admit, and this is on topic, but I will admit there's a slight possibility, this being a pleasure planet, that, I don't know, maybe they have themed dress code days for their Arbite security. I wouldn't know.
Well, they're gonna have to hire some new motherfuckers.
If that is the case, if that
The
is
best kind of logic.
however, of course, they probably chose the worst kind of casual Friday right here.
Is it even still Friday?
God, I
It's
don't
Friday
know.
somewhere.
It's been Friday
Friday
several
here.
times.
Yeah. You've been
Alright.
lost in the warp for 3 months. You're not even sure what's 168 days. That's about 6 months. You don't even know what day it is anymore.
Yeah. So I start unfreezing the murder servitors and loading them up on the teleportarium, just in preparation.
Okay.
It's gonna be good.
Let's see. The hit and run option is command, so
You're not in range yet.
of course,
I was
of
gonna
course.
say.
No, don't worry.
No,
I'm
we're just
gonna-
getting them ready
We're a good
We're
long
just-
way away, yeah.
we're just getting ready here.
so
Okay.
that we can. Once we're in range, we are going to tear them to shreds. Take apart their engine, maybe.
I would assume here again that given the stats of our crew members, it would be a good idea for our arch militant to move towards our the targeting consoles on the bridge till whatever crew member was on them to move aside.
Let's see what's the ships? I'm trying to find it. That's not it.
Our arch militant's ballistic skill, if I remember right, is really nice. So,
Yep, it's gonna be. Oh, I know I've lost my page. 53.
So we do want until our crew is better drilled, we'll definitely want you to be coordinating volley fire.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine by me. I get to make
Okay,
bigger
so-
explosions.
Yes. And
Okay.
these ones are actually wanted.
So, can
You
we
know,
get some initiative off you guys then?
All right. Yep, that's
is,
gonna be.
It's you're a D10 plus the ship's detection rating.
Oh right. Ah,
4 plus 3.
I thought it'd be our initiative ratings. My bad. So
No,
ignore that
no,
roll.
it's a ship one.
Oh,
So
pilot.
So wait, are we rolling or are we all
Each
of
of
us?
us?
No, it's for one for the vessel. So pick somebody to roll for the vessel.
Oh,
We're
the
strategy
pilot.
not me.
space combat.
I would
Well, I
still
seem
say
to
that.
roll high.
I was going to say, compared to what me and Cole just rolled,
I'd be nice to ignore those 2 rolls.
I still, I'd still suggest that the pilot go ahead and try his luck.
The pilot. All right.
Okay. I said it in the thread. This is never going to go well.
3 plus 3. Got a 6.
No, plus the ship's detection value.
16.
Oh.
Yep, which puts you 1 below the enemy ship, which has now lit up with its IFF beacon and is apparently called the Emperor's Revenge.
Either this guy's a bad bullshitter or we've just attacked an Arbite vessel. Oh well.
Bit up himself, isn't he?
Just a bit smug, yeah.
So, he's going to move towards you.
Well, they always do. You gotta move.
I'm going to say that each of these squares is about 2 void units, by the way.
Okay.
Just because I can't get the whole thing to look right.
Well, until we eventually get that, we're gonna be like, if we're moving at full speed, we're like half movements and stuff. But
Yeah, and half movements don't really work on this grid anyway, I don't think so.
No.
it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal though. It really isn't.
Yep. So.
So
actually,
that is full movement?
yep, he's basically just burning towards you at top speed.
We can probably achieve both close range for the hit and run and get some fire off.
Well, yeah, because I'm fairly sure that we're in range with the Sun Spears.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're in range with the Thunderstrikes
It's
just
on
yet.
range on the teleportarium. Anyway.
Thunderstrike is 4 range. I don't know what the range on the teleportarium is. I mean, it can teleport down to a planet from orbit, but
Yeah, but
I would assume it would replicate more or less the range of hit and run. So because it doesn't say otherwise, it doesn't say it has a shorter range than hit and run. So whatever you'd go for hit and run probably works for the teleportarium, I'd guess.
Yeah, I think it's a fairly
with
thing
hit
so.
and run, we're going out there with a friggin' vest with a shuttle, essentially.
Good point. Well, I guess great decision here.
It says many thousands of plus 20 to command test for hit and run.
Yeah, it doesn't really say range, man.
No, I'd
Yeah.
say 2 VU, 2 3 VU at tops.
okay.
To you.
So
So let's close guns blazing.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Because I mean, I think we're only a couple. We can move maybe 2 squares and be in range with certainly the lasers, possibly the Thunderstrikes as well.
They can
Well,
fire they can fire beyond their range, but they take a ballistics penalty for it.
If everyone can behave themselves, Gray, would you be so kind as to unlock the panel so we can
Yep.
use pointers?
yeah, there you go. Unlock tokens.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm thinking here.
Can we move that far?
Move is 7, isn't it?
Yeah, speed 7, and each square is 2 void units, so no.
Okay. So
we
not
can make it
not
half of that.
immediately there.
We could
can
make it, say, there, where I put the blue one on.
Yeah.
So there. Yeah, if we made it to the where the blue dart is, then we'd be well within range for every single gun except the teleportarium.
Yeah, we could get a full volley off quite nicely.
Yeah.
And
Let's see. Hang on a second. There might be something that I can do to move the speed up even higher. Let's see.
and here's the thing. Even without moving the speed up, we would actually be within half range of the Sun Spear. So the Sun Spear would actually be at plus 10 ballistics.
I think actually
Good point,
the blue pointer is a good place without moving the speed up, because that'll let us see what they can engage with in that range and see if we want to, how close we want to get.
Hmm.
That too, yeah. I mean, we don't have to get right up close. We don't have to be, say, in the same square as them to do a hit and run. We'd only have to be, say, a couple of void units away. So
Yeah.
parking where we have right now would allow them probably to fire back if they've got anything, just as an assessment. And if not, well, we can safely go and hit and run them. If they do, we can just go sideways and carry on broadsiding them.
Actually, Gray, you said a square is 2 void units?
Yep.
And a teleportarium range is 2 void units. So do we need to be adjacent or one away?
I'd say a screen adjacent would
Okay.
be the best way to do it.
Okay.
Okay, in which case shall we move there then?
Yeah.
So I'm fine with
Unless
it.
anybody
Yeah,
has strong objections.
I'm good with that.
Yep. So you move forward.
And how do you get rid of this pointer?
Right click, pointer mode, remove pointers.
Ah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, in which case...
Oh man! Now that I'm
What?
looking at the extended actions that I could have done,
Mhm.
I could have used my tech use to add a bonus to detection or maneuverability.
we'll just do that next round.
Well, yeah, we'll worry about it. I mean, we'll pick up on these things for future engagements.
We're still learning this.
Yeah, unless we die in this first engagement, we'll have lessons for the next one. That's how it goes.
So, does Rogue Trader operate on Move Miner Standard or
On what?
Move Miner Standard?
Oh, yeah, it does, but ship combat's different.
Yeah,
Okay.
you each get an extended action now.
Yeah, so looking at it, I could do some emergency repairs with tech use.
Although, in all
Or-
fairness, we only took 5 damage from Warp Someone. It didn't actually hit anything critical, did it? So,
No.
it didn't hit anything at all. It
Yeah,
just
exactly.
It hit a
And-
hole.
Yeah, and for future references, I did double check the Warp Bane. It's not a D10. I was being an idiot. I had to add an extra 0 to that. It's essentially a reroll for the warp encounter, should we desire it. So
right, okay.
for future events, we'll probably want to roll out of like warp storms.
Yeah.
But it's all right. It doesn't matter.